Hello friends, welcome to another video on my YouTube channel, and in this video you will learn how to create a custom integration between your Dialogflow CX agent and Telegram. In this video you will learn generally how to create a custom integration between Dialogflow CX and any third-party communication channel like WhatsApp, Telegram, Facebook Messenger, SMS, or any other communication channel which provides a facility to receive a new message on an application and then send message from the same application. Also, in this video you will learn how to connect Google Gemini to Dialogflow CX on system no match default through a webhook, so that whenever user writes something we can answer the query from Gemini. So let's get started. Before we move forward, you need following things. So I am here in my Visual Studio Code and I have sample code written as well. Before we move forward, we need to create a .env file that will contain all these keys. We need to get values of these keys one by one. So the first thing is service account JSON file path. On Dialogflow CX, the project on which you are working, you need to go to GCP and connect the same project, and then from IAM and admin, select compute engine default service account and then create service account for that. So this is my app engine default service account. From this 3 vertical dot, manage keys, and I will add another key, create new key, and it will download a JSON file and I'll use that JSON file. So what I'll do is that I'll copy the JSON file and put it into the folder where I need. So here, and you can see it is here. Okay. Also, I will just copy the path and add that path into my gitignore file, so that when I push it on GitHub, I don't accidentally push this on GitHub because it's sensitive information. So that will be the path of my service account. Then Dialogflow agent ID. So when you are on the agent that you want to connect to Telegram, in the URL here after the agent you will see an ID. That will be the ID of your agent. So I'll use that, and before that there is location as well. So we need to get the location as well. Then there is error message. So my error message will be, we are facing an issue at this point, please try after some time. Finally, you need to put your Gemini API key here and Telegram API key here. So I will very quickly do these steps. Okay, so I have done all the 6 variable gathering task. We have done service account, Dialogflow agent ID, location, error message, Gemini API key, and Telegram API key. In case you are new to Gemini, you can go to aistudio.google.com, and from this get API section you can create new API key and get it. Once you have all these things ready, then you can open terminal, and first thing you need to write npm i. That will install all the required packages to run the application. And before we actually run the application, let's look into the code section. So our entry point is index.js. This will be Node.js Express application, and we are using 3 routes. Home route is to just make sure the application works. So I will start the application. So I have written a script called debug, which is nodemon index.js. I'm using nodemon because whenever I make changes into the folder, it will automatically reload the server. So when I run this, it will run the server, and hopefully if I come here and go to 5000, we see OK response. So this index.js file, we are at home.route, and this home route is just a sanity check. Then we have this Dialogflow route. So this Dialogflow route is a webhook for Gemini connection. In one of my previous video, I have explained how to connect Dialogflow CX to Gemini using webhook. So this is our webhook. Dialogflow will send a request here, and it will, if the request contains the ask Gemini tag, it will ask the query to Gemini, get the response, and send it back into the webhook response. Finally, we have this Telegram route. So this Telegram route does 2 things. First, it sets webhook for us. Second, it also receives new message coming on your Telegram bot and then respond using Dialogflow. For that, we have this Dialogflow API. Here we have written a function called detect intent. So the flow will be someone sends a message on Telegram. Telegram sends the request on this application. Once we receive the information here, we will call Dialogflow to detect intent. Once the intent is detected, we will send message back to the user using this function. So this is how the whole application works. Also, in the constant.js, I read all the variables from .env file, and then we can import it anywhere in the file and then use it. So it's a convenient way to read environment variables. So this is the basic setup of our application. Now, in order to expose my local host to internet, I will call ngrok and run it on 5000. So when I click here, you will see we got the same OK response. Now the first thing we need to do is we need to set up webhook on Telegram, so that when someone sends message to our Telegram bot, the application will receive that information. Second, we need to set the webhook on Dialogflow CX. So whenever someone asks something which the agent doesn't understand and it will fall back to system no match default, it will ask to Gemini. So for that, I will copy this URL. Okay, I will copy this URL, go to Dialogflow CX, under manage section, under webhook, I have this test webhook. Make sure you time out the webhook up to 20 seconds, and then I'll provide it here, and then Dialogflow and then webhook. And if you come here, you will understand it as well. So Dialogflow, and when you go to Dialogflow, you have webhook route. So I will save this. Now here in Telegram route, I have this small functionality due to some other work. So I'll save this. So when we set webhook, it will call a method on Telegram to set the webhook, and we will see the magic then. So I'll click again here, followed by Telegram, followed by set webhook. Make sure you spell it or write it correct. Set webhook. Let me check it as well. And if everything goes well, oh, it says cannot get. Okay, my bad. I found the issue is that I was in a different folder. So let me go to the correct folder. It's Gemini and then Telegram. Yeah, this is the correct folder. So my bad. First I need to let me npm I. Oh yeah, cd into and then npm I. Okay, and then I will run npm run debug. Yeah, now if I come here and oh yeah, this is the one, and when I hit enter, you will see that status okay, true, result webhook was set. Now here I forgot to show one thing is that we have Telegram API.js file in which we have a method called send message. This will take chat ID and text, and it will send the text to the chat ID. So if I come here and I'm here in the bot whose token I have already connected. So when I say hi, you can see this message will come here. This message will come basically here, and then through ngrok it will come to my local host. This is the message. Then we detect the intent, and then we send message back to the user. And here if I write who are you, then again, since it don't have the answer, my Dialogflow agent doesn't have the answer, so it will ask to Gemini. You can see here it has asked to Gemini through the webhook, got the response, and it had sent back me the same response. So I know this looks like magic, but it's not magic. We receive information from Twilio. Here again we receive information from Twilio. Then I have this handle Dialogflow query, so I detect the intent. Once the intent is detected, we got the messages, and it can be list of messages. So for each message I send message back to the user. And finally if I come here, and you can see here I have asked who are you, and it has replied me that I'm Gemini. So it is connected to Gemini. So I hope you have gained some knowledge, and now you are able to connect your Dialogflow CX agent through a custom integration to Telegram. But if you understand the working correctly, you can replace Telegram with WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger or any other third-party communication channel, again, which has the facility to send a request when a new message comes, and it has APIs so that from application you can send message directly to the user. So I hope again this is helpful to you, and the code is available on my GitHub and the link is in the description. If you download the code from my GitHub, please consider giving the repository a star. That helps. Finally, thank you for watching. Peace.